How are you feeling? Like, how does it feel to have a street name? You know, Wendy Williams got hers when she started during the beginning of her show. And now, you know, after 40 years, you've gotten yours as well. Like, how does that make you feel? 'Cause that's serious business.
I'm still in awe. I really am. I'm in awe. I'm honored. It was such a wonderful day, and Patti Labelle was the icing on the cake. But I'm still in awe. But to look out and just to see the lives and people, you know, who came out because I touched them in some way, it was good.
She surprised you. Patti Labelle surprised you. You said,
She
right?
did. I had no idea she was coming. No idea.
Yeah, you were crying, huh?
Yes, I did.
That's your
I did.
celebrity mama,
I
huh?
Miss
Patty.
Well, yeah, like an auntie. I really love her and admire her as a person. You know, she's such a wonderful person. And you know, with COVID, it's hard to get people to come out. You know, so I don't like to impose on people. I don't.
Yeah, this pandemic is ruining events, situations, meetings, everything.
Everything's been upended, but slowly things are like coming back around. We just all have to still be cautious. You know, I wear my mask so much around my ear because I'm so used to just swinging it over. You know, we just have to. Our lives are different now, but life is coming back, and it will never go back to being shut down.
Yeah, never. Yeah, I don't think so either. So you're still soaking in the accolade, right?
Yes,
you are. It hasn't hit you yet.
It has hit me, but you know, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I said, I'm just going to take all of this in.
Radio is not an easy game to get into. Like I graduated college in 2016 and like in the midst of being in school and graduating, like I tried my hardest in New Orleans because I'm in New Orleans and we're like number 51 in the market. I've tried really hard to get my foot in the door. So your career, do you think it's I mean, 40 years, that's commendable. Are you having like imposter syndrome? Do you give yourself credit? Or you're just like, man, you know, anybody could do this?
No, I give myself credit. It takes a lot of hard work to last. You gotta put in the work and you gotta have the right attitude. But you must put in the work and you must be consistent. A lot of people are not consistent.
No. And they're not. And so I'm so thankful for YouTube and social media because, you know, by me not really getting that chance, man, I would have took anything, janitor, cleaning toilets, whatever, you know, but I'm serious. Like I would have took any job, but, you know, now I'm just grateful that we are in the realm of like social media and podcasting are the thing now, as you know, and YouTube and, I don't want to offend, but, you know, radio and TV kind of like sort of, you know, went down a little bit after the YouTube. Look, she looking at me crazy. Well, maybe not radio because radio is a form of podcast, but television for sure because everybody's on their phones nowadays. You know, a lot of millennials, they don't have cable TV. You know, I watch everything on YouTube. I don't have cable. So.
Well, it has changed the medium. Yeah. And it has forced TV to adapt. You can watch it whether you have cable or whether you don't have cable. Everything is a fast news cycle, that is for sure. Right. It has hurt print media the most because now everything is so immediate. Yeah. And I'm the old school. I love holding a newspaper in my hand, but that is just a thing that just isn't there because everyone is connected to their phone. It has hurt print media more.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. For sure.
Television has had to learn to adapt.
And so radio as well.
Can get their information and stuff.
Right. Does it feel comfortable? Do you feel like, because I remember when I interviewed one time at a radio station and it was behind the mic for a job, I actually felt comfortable. Like I felt like this was like my place. And then I kind of told the program director what I wanted to talk about. And he goes, well, we don't want to offend people. But I felt comfortable behind the mic. Do you kind of like feel like at Zen or just discomfortability behind the mic?
Yep,
Like you
that's
just
my
belong
home.
there. Like I felt like this is what I should be doing.
Yep.
I didn't get the
Yep.
chance. Talking about Rachel
Very
Dolezal
comfortable.
probably would have offended people, as a white man, but he asked me what I wanted to talk about. I was like, at the time, the Rachel Dolezal situation was the highlight, of her taking a scholarship and, not telling us that she was by DNA born white. She's, she didn't tell us at first. So, so you feel comfortable.
I do. Very comfortable.
So what made you start YouTube? Like you have this great career. What made you do YouTube?
You know what? That was God. It was right after I had my stroke. Yeah. And we were doing videos. And I think someone said, you should do YouTube. Mm-hmm. So I had this young guy, he set me up, but he wasn't as quick. I hated having to track him down. So once he set me up, I just took off and running.
You should have called me. I would have had it.
I like things quick turnaround. I'm very consistent. I'm just like really on it. But it was God, because it was nothing that I dreamed of. I think it's hysterical that I'm doing YouTube videos. I think it's funny.
You didn't have confidence doing it solo at first. When I kind of felt like you can do it. I was like, what's she talking about?
Because I was so used to having somebody there, having somebody to bounce off of, and the pandemic forced me to, you're on your own, you're going to have to do it on your own. So it took me a while to get the confidence and get on my feet, but then I did it.
And it's not like radio where you can just come in there with your hair, whatever, and your outfit in whatever form, and you just sit behind a mic and just,
Nope.
Talk your smack, which I don't think you do. You're very positive. Seems like you're very positive on the radio, but just sit there and talk, like being on the phone.
YouTube is very different. You gotta pay attention to your look and how you speak, and people are just more visual.
I don't give a damn, to be honest with you.
Well, I want to look presentable, but I really want people to pay attention to what I'm saying.
Well, presentable. Okay, I understand. But in terms of how I feel or my opinion on things, I'm just like, I don't know about you, but me personally, could you and you talk about this on your channel, about people like saying racist things to you, or even if you're positive. So I'm like, no matter what you say, people are going to say no matter whatever they want.
They are, but I like to let them know. I just like to let them know. Don't come for my neck. Don't do that. I
don't care me. They can call me whatever. I really don't give a damn,
Well, some people
we all have different,
But some people are just bullies and just mean. They're like keyboard gangsters. And I'm just like, you're not going to take my joy. So what we're not going to do is come up with a bunch of races and just nasty names. I let them know. I'm not the one.
Well, it depends on my day. Like if I'm having a bad day and I get a notification on my phone, I'm like, I'm gonna reply to this jackass. Hold on, let me reply to But other than that, like I really, because it's like, it's kind of like TV or radio. They're like, if you keep apologizing, or let's say you say something, you offend somebody, and you just keep apologizing, that kind of like ruins like your own credibility on how you feel about things. And it's like, you can only be yourself,
Yeah, well, with the cancel culture, which is huge. But I don't spend a lot of time like apologizing.
Right.
Everyone has a difference of opinion. No one likes to hear their favorite celebrity talked about. And I always say we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. Exactly. So you have a podcast that I'm still not a part of called Patti and the Millennials, you still didn't invite me on there. So what made you start doing that? I mean, you're busy. So
it was a work initiative. When I came home after being in rehab, they said it was something that we had to do. So I had to come up with something that to me was easy. And I said, I love talking with young people. So I gathered up millennials. And at first it was all women. Then I added guys to the mix. Then I added Gen X's to the mix because
Mm-hmm.
they're often neglected.
Mm.
Everybody talks about millennials or baby boomers, but what about those Gen X's? So
Yeah.
I've been able to amass a group of people and we have a conversation.
So it's therapeutic for you.
Yeah, I do. I like it. I like it. I got to make room for it and I have to prepare. I just can't go flying by my pants. I gotta, know what we're going to talk about and do it. Usually on podcast days, I'm very tired and I need a nap.
Yeah. So you talk about your stroke that you had 7 years ago. Um,
Yes.
I think as Americans, we take things for granted, like simply having shoes on our foot, walking outside, having an education, being able to go to school freely without having to deal with some type of extremist group overseas or anything. So has it taught you still today that, hey, like, waking up is just,
Whew,
it's a blessing?
it's a blessing. You do take things for granted.
Yeah.
When you have to rely on other people, that's hard,
Yeah.
especially when you're used to doing for yourself. So that definitely taught me the not to take things for granted,
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy life and enjoy a
Mm-hmm.
day when I'm feeling good and my legs are moving and I'm doing to enjoy those days.
Mm-hmm. The doctors, they did a great job on your teeth. I need that.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They did. I had the best dentist.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Yeah.
very
So,
bad I had very bad gum disease.
yeah.
And it was singer Jill Scott
Yeah.
who said, "You're Patty Jackson. You need to get that fixed."
Mm.
And I looked into it, and it was a total reconstruction of my mouth where they
Mm.
literally took everything out of my mouth and replaced it in a day. It's this
Mm-hmm.
thing called teeth in a day. And it's the best thing that I ever could have done. And it was God's way of preparing me for what I got going on right now.
Right. And so was it, I mean, it wasn't just affecting your gums, it was almost affecting or
My
affecting your
speech,
body as well
my,
and your speech.
and my
So
speech,
it was
I had a lisp. And I was like, I've never had
yeah.
a lisp. So yeah, it was affecting everything.
Mm-hmm. So why did you like pull it off? Why did you take so long to
I
get it
was
done?
I was in denial.
Yeah.
I thought that I could fix it. I didn't know how serious it was. I knew how it dramatically changed the way I looked. And
Yeah.
that's when it kind of like dawned on me like, you don't even look the same.
Right.
I didn't even look healthy because I had such swollen, all of this was like really, really swollen. But just, I don't know, being ignorant, not paying attention.
Oh, you're not
And
ignorant.
then,
It happens. We
no,
we dwell on going to the doctor and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but I think once I started doing research on it, I
Mm.
start realizing how serious gum disease is. And I tell you something funny, because now you see the TV commercials with the toothpaste, and
Mm.
everything is about your gums. And
Mm.
the dentistry and all these tooth people or toothpaste people, they're just catching up to the importance of your gums.
Yeah.
You gotta you if your gums are bleeding, it's a problem. That's the first thing that let you know. Houston, there's a problem. So that's the first thing because your gums have to be healthy. And as you get older, you can't be like, oh, I just lost a tooth back here. No, because they will spread to the front of your mouth. A lot of people have missing teeth. Millions of people have missing teeth and they don't take it serious. And trust me, when you get older, your mouth shifts. It does.
You talk about being pregnant made your teeth like go in
Yeah,
different areas. Yeah.
I noticed it like right after I had birth. I wound up having a gap. I just had problems that I never had before. And I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
It,
So you waited like 13 years to like
I
simply say, hey,
did.
I need help. Yeah.
I did. I waited a long time and it was really too long, but it was in God's time because He
Hmm.
knew we're going to fix this because you got to get ready for the next part of your life.
Yeah. I'll be watching your videos with the crabs. And
Yes.
see, like you gotta I'll eat crab, but I can't have it in its full form. Like I gotta have it chopped up and made,
Okay. I love crabs. I do. I love crabs, and I eat them like a princess. I have
Uh-huh.
my cracker, no more cracking them with my teeth, no more of those bad habits.
Uh-huh. Even like crawfish, because crawfish is really
Love it.
popular
Love
here in
it.
New Orleans.
Love it.
Same
I
thing.
love
Like
it.
I don't want it, in its full form. And it's kind of weird for someone to say, because if you're from down here, they look at you weird.
Mm-hmm. I love
So,
crawfish.
well, okay. So,
I
have
do.
you ever been to
Love
Patti
it.
Labelle's house and had she cooked for you before? Because I know
Yes,
I hear she makes good food.
she does. She makes the best potato salad in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Her potato salad is my favorite
Mm-hmm.
potato salad. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
she is a cook.
Yeah. I like your YouTube channel. When you start, you kind of do the hug thing.
Yeah.
Um, you ever heard of ASMR? You know what that is?
No.
It's a genre on YouTube where people like to watch people clean or eat, and it gives you like these tingling sensations in your body. So by you saying I want to hug, that kind of it's a very popular genre on YouTube. It's like you do pop culture, and
Okay.
then there's different genres called ASMR. Somebody could be cleaning their house, or my thing growing up was when the teacher used to erase the board. Like I found that to be relaxing, just watching
Yeah.
her. It sounds weird, but I mean, I'm sure you have your thing where it gives you like these sensations.
Well, yeah. Well, I do it more because you never know. You never
It's not
know
an
what you're going to
orgasm, but it's just like it's.
No, it's not. No. I just like, because there are people, you never know what they could be going through. And just to give that hug, some people just need that.
Yeah.
Just to
Mm-hmm.
get them through the day, or just to know that someone cares. And it took off, especially during the pandemic,
Yeah.
because that would be the only contact that a lot of people would have. So it was important to me to keep that up.
So where
I
did
don't
the
even know,
ginger thing? Go ahead.
know
My bad.
how
Go
that.
ahead. Where did the
I
ginger
don't
thing
even
come
know, like,
from?
Ginger is my nickname.
Okay.
My nickname,
I like
and I'm like, my,
Latoya.
my nickname is Ginger.
I love when you have Latoya in the background. I like her facial
Me too. Me
expressions.
too.
Yeah, I
We
really,
bond.
I really do enjoy her. But yeah, you can like the other day, I found myself watching someone clean their laptop, and it helped me fall asleep. Like I was knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like you never know. Just look up different things on YouTube. You probably have something, maybe cleaning or cooking, maybe.
I love cooking. I love the
Yeah.
cooking videos. Yeah.